Hello, hello, hello. Coach Liv here with another transformational tip Tuesday for you. And today we're going to be talking about creating a realistic summer routine. And when I say this, some people, their lives might not change. Like your lives might just be the same throughout the summer. And if that's the case, this isn't for you. If you're a person that actually likes to do more outdoor activities, someone that has kids and now your kids are home and your kids are at camp and like going to do all of the things, and you know, you've got to fit their schedules in, and then you want to go on vacation and all this stuff, and it just seems like you can't find a consistent. You might not have kids, but you might have a very busy life and you still cannot find a consistent. This is going to be tips for you. All right. If you're catching this on replay, let me know in the comments below that you're catching it on replay. Again, I'll be looking like up and down because I'm on Instagram and Facebook right here. So, so the first one I have for you is I find that people, because the sun gets up earlier and it's out later, people sleep less. That's not necessarily a good thing because we need our rest. You want to be fully focused. Also, people tend to party and drink and do all those things a lot more during the summer. So you want to be mindful of like maintaining a good diet if you're going to do that too. Because you don't want to get around your Christmas time and be like, oh my goodness, all this weight. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just reminding you to be mindful of these things. So with that being said, with the shorter hours and the increased amounts of alcohol or other substances that you might be doing, you just stay hydrated. Stay flippin' hydrated, okay? If you're out and about, anything. So that's really one of like the first tips that I don't really feel like a lot of people that are productivity minded will even touch on. I feel like there's a disconnect. Like they ignore the fact that people like to go out and party, and they ignore the fact that people like need sleep. Like people need sleep. All right. So the second thing is I would honestly like just go through the month or the next couple of months and realize all of the events that you have coming up and going ahead and getting them on your calendar. So, for instance, I'm going to just throw these out here right now for you. Father's Day and June 19th are on June 19th. So, whatever your demographic is, whatever you celebrate, whatever you don't celebrate, most people celebrate Father's Day. All right? And then there's people that celebrate Juneteenth. So, keep that in mind because that's another holiday that you might be spending money. I understand that like having a routine and everything is very, very important, but also having a budget. Gas prices are astronomical right now, so being mindful of the unexpected expenses is important as well. So we've got Juneteenth coming up, and then we've got 4th of July. I don't know if you participate in 4th of July. I love 4th of July, but that's another holiday. And then kids go back to school. So there's that tax-free weekend. I don't know if it's in every state, but in most states, there's tax-free weekend. And this is in the United States. If you're in a different country, I'm sorry. But that's in August, so it's a great time to shop. But it's also, you want to be mindful about the amount of people that are going to be out and about this time of the year as well. Because, you know, I understand that people are concerned about being in large groups. Now, to speak to that concern, and I know this is a little off topic, but I kind of want to speak to this because I had a conversation with a friend recently, being worried about going out because of the recent mass shootings and everything. And while we cannot control what happens to us, we can remember to be present in the moment and not allow something else to overtake our current reality. It is so important more now than ever to be present in your current moment. Don't be on your phone all the time when you're out and about with people. Don't be in your head thinking, oh, what if something happens to me? No, enjoy the moment you have right now because you're not going to get this moment back. And if you're sitting there thinking about something like what could happen when in actuality that doesn't even happen, then you're taking away the joy that you're already being gifted in that moment. So just keep that in mind. So back to routines. Now, like I was saying, how it's important to put everything that you have coming up throughout the month and everything like that. It's super important to do that. You should also just think about what things that you want to implement. Like, okay, let's say that you want to actually work out more often. You want to maybe try out a new workout routine. Maybe get in some walks because you've got the extra day time. Maybe you want to go out to eat more. Like, I don't know. It all depends on you. But I would start planning the activities that you want, because summer goes by super, super, super fast. And a lot of times people would try to crush in all of these challenges and all these things, but they get overwhelmed. They get so much more overwhelmed doing all the things than actually enjoying the time that they have. So I'm saying all of that to say it's very important to be mindful of the things that you're taking on. You do not want to overload yourself with responsibilities and tasks when you've got all of these other things going on. And then it's like summertime usually is the most fun time for everybody. So to keep it realistic, don't overload yourself. You will thank me later, but seriously, do not overload yourself. Other things like not overloading yourself is definitely like one of the parts that I'm talking about, but being mindful of what you're committing to, like, and how much of a time commitment all of those things will take in your life. And all of the events and things that are coming up. Like, people have birthdays, people have got bachelorette parties, people have got like weddings, there's all of these things. Be mindful of all of those things you have coming up, and don't put so much pressure on yourself to do a whole bunch of things, because it'll just bring you more stress. And that's not what you need. You're supposed to enjoy the summer. You're supposed to like kick back and have a good time, if that's something that you want to do. But if you still want to like achieve your goals and stuff like that too, you have to be mindful of all of the things that you're putting on your plate. It's extremely important to do that, to be just mindful of what you're taking on. And that's really about, making it a realistic plans for yourself, like a realistic routine. So many people, like, we only have a few months of summer, and so many people just rack a bunch of stuff on. It's like, hold on, we don't have to do all the things. We do not have to do all of the things. Anyway, I hope that you found that helpful. If you caught this on replay, let me know your favorite tip. And as always, go out and be a badass.